What's happening? It's Joy Papers, Visionary Art Group. Feature Proof in America, one YouTube video at a time, man. Today, I'm going to run through 5 quick ways to instantly make your music videos more cinematic. Everything starts in the camera, but when you get in post, this is where the magic happens. Only thing I suggest is, B-roll, slow motion. A lot of slow-mo in your B-roll. And when you get in post, that's where the magic happens, man. So the first thing I'm going to show y'all is to instantly make your music videos more cinematic is the black bars at the top. All right? I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, but just as informative. So the black bars at the top. There's a couple ways you can do this. My suggested way is just create an adjustment layer. I got an adjustment layer right here. Let me show y'all how to do that. Go to your paper, go to adjustment layer, create an adjustment layer. Take that adjustment layer, drag it over your clips. And what you want to do is put a crop on it. A lot of people use different things. It's video effects, transform, crop. I go to crop. You know what I mean? Between 8 and 14. 14 for a more extreme look. 8 is for a more, reasonable look. 10 at the bottom, 10 at the top. You know what I mean? You automatically got your black bars. It's already starting to look more cinematic. And why I use an adjustment layer is because I can adjust my clips underneath to how I want. If I wanted a certain shot to be in the clip, I adjust my clips how I want, But also keep in mind when you're shooting in the field, on your cameras, you can actually set those limits to have like white bars at the top and bottom, so you frame it. So when you shoot in the field, they can all relate to when you get in post. But black bars, it's first step. All right, got your black bars going. Another step I'm gonna say is slow-mo. This shot right here is in slow motion. All right, slow motion always, especially depends on what you're shooting. Slow motion always brings out that feeling, man. So this right here is just a regular shot. It's just a kid walking in the scene, and it was unintentional, but I recorded it anyway. When I got in post, I was like, yeah, that fits. So it was just a kid coming out the apartment building with a garbage bag. You know what I mean? So B-roll, a lot of slow motion. You want that cinematic shot. That's tip 2, slow motion. This is how this scene look with the black bars and the slow motion. See that? That's dope, right? Slow motion. It's never easy when you say goodbye. Life gets even. Now, another tip, third tip, I say crossfades and dip to blacks. A lot of people don't use dip to blacks. I love using dip to blacks instead of crossfades. It gives it a more cinematic, more movie feel. A lot of people use crossfades. If you don't know what a crossfade is, this is what a crossfade is. Let me see. I'm gonna have to make one. Let's make one real quick. All right. A crossfade is pretty much cross dissolve. My bad. Or they got a film dissolve. I suggest using the film dissolve. It's on a video transitions dissolve, film dissolve. All right. Pretty much it's just this right here. You coming in and it fades in like that right there. See that? See how it look? It fades in. Pretty much what every director uses. Those are good, but me personally, I use dip to blacks. It's just more like what's next coming. You know what I mean? Like what's coming next type. Especially when you put it on the end of a slow-mo scene, dip to blacks. All right? Or you can use dip to whites. I suggest dip to blacks. The whole world's expecting me to cry, but I gotta keep holding on. right, now see. Okay, this is my graded footage. This is my ungraded footage, but dip the black out of slow motion. You know what I mean? More cinematic crossfades. That's number 3. All right. Number 4, and I think this is one of the most important ones: pacing, editing flow, continuity. I'm big on that. You know, pretty much you control the flow of the video. You control the audience. You control their reaction, their emotions. I take all of that into consideration when I'm choosing my clips. But pacing and editing flow is very, 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 very important. You know what I mean? A sloppy edit can break a video. You know what I mean? Everything else means a lot, but me, a sloppy edit can make or break a video, especially if the song is telling you one thing and you give them something totally different with the edit. All right? So, as you can see, pacing, can't pace all videos the same, obviously, because all songs are different. You know what I mean? But it's just something you have to work on, you know? And the way I paced this video was just, you know, performance scenes and a lot of slow-mo. And my slow-mo, I wanted my slow-mo to pretty much bounce off each other, man. It's just something you have to work on. So pacing is very important. I should have made that number 1. These are in no particular order, but pacing is very important when you're editing anything. So this is the pacing of this video right here. Let me go ahead and turn this color grade on so everything can look straight. I turned the crop off too, huh? All right. But this is pretty much how this pacing look. The pacing of the video.
It's never easy when you say goodbye. Life gets even harder when you cut the ties. The whole world's expecting me to cry, but I gotta keep holding on. Gotta keep holding on. Gotta dig so deep just to help myself. Lift your head to the sky, heaven was right there. So I'll never die alone, 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 never die alone.
All right, you see that? Pacing is everything. And I'm going to say this, then we're going to go to the 5th and another important step. When you're editing, you know, and when you work on your pacing, it makes you appreciate all the shots you take. You know what I mean? So to me, every shot is important. I try not to waste footage. I try to get the best shot all the time, and I make sure I shoot a lot of footage. You know, even if somebody paid me for a 2-hour music video shoot, I pretty much shoot for 2 hours non-stop, you know, because I might see this, I might see that, I might use this, I might use that, I might not use that. But especially when you're working on that pacing, every shot matters, and, you know, especially on your performance scenes. So I try to have a lot of good footage and a lot of footage. Make sure your pacing is straight, man. That's very important.
Gotta keep holding on, gotta
See how
keep
everything's
holding
just
on.
flowing, man.
Gotta dig so deep just to help myself. Lift your head to the sky, heaven was right there. So I'll never die alone, never die alone, never die alone, never die alone.
No dull moment, man. All right. Last, fifth thing I think to make your videos more cinematic, man, is convert down to 24 frames per second. All right. 24 frames per second is pretty much the movie standard. When you go to a movie, that's what the movie is shot in, 24 frames per second. All movies shot in 24 frames per second. I think The Hobbit, I think one of those Hobbit movies was shot in like 48 or something. I don't know. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. But 24 frames per second. All my music videos are exported down to 24 frames per second. It's just more cinematic. You know what I mean? And it just 24 frames per second, man. You know, a lot of people might not notice it, but 24 frames per second. So it's pretty much just file. You get your video done, file, export media, and you can see right here, this 4K file was shot in 29, but frame rate is 29, 30. But you know, you can use the standard YouTube 4K 29 and all that, and I just make sure my files are in 24 when I convert it down. All right. And you can just pretty much change the settings. 23.976, render quality and all that, and just convert it down. But 23.976 is that butter, man. All right, so hopefully these tips help y'all, man. So just work on those things, man, and remember, man, you want to get better, you gotta shoot. Edit. Work on your technique. You know what I mean? Use other people for creative influences, but you want to separate yourself. Come up with your own style, your own techniques. I know it might be hard, but once you figure out the ins and outs of the program, man, everything just starts coming together, man. All right? So remember that, man. Joy Papers Visionary Art Group. Future Proof in America, one YouTube video at a time. I got a behind the scenes coming and a 5 music video effect tutorial coming soon. So, man, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, share. All right? Peace.